We're good.
Hello, welcome to, I guess, session 6 of the Darien Gap. Last time we dealt with Petrov, Porker, the were spider runner of a now partially destroyed restaurant. He was hiding Larry the vampire and Toby. Toby the quote unquote snitch. Guys fought a bunch of human gangsters who were dominated by a vampire. You captured the vampire, you interrogated various vampires, and you guys decided that, you know what, you don't like all these vampires in your house. By house, I mean city.
You get him. Get him out.
I mean, there are an awful lot of vampires in the house right now too.
There are two vampires in the house. That's
they're
two more
they're in
vampires than
boxes,
there should be.
but
They're in boxes and they're staked, but they are in your house. You guys then decided that the most sensible way of dealing with the vampiric issues in the city, without sounding all too genocidal yet, is to go into the spirit world and get a sun spirit, put into a jar, craft it into some. Actually, you guys hadn't decided if you're just going to find a suitably strong sun spirit and just try to bargain with it, try to get it to give some of its power for a few talents so you could create some really rad sunlight grenades or what have you. Or if you were going to find one, beat the shit out of it and stuff it into an item.
I think this is up to the werewolves because mages don't know shit about that.
yeah, if I could, I would prefer to not just straight up assault a sun spirit. It's my own personal reservation there. Yeah, I mean, it's not
Gord's
gonna.
also-
Please go
Gord's
on.
also of the opinion, let's not be too nasty to the spirits.
Because there's a chance here. We ask the sun spirit for a favor, which is probably going to be hitting up some other spirit. We can bottle that spirit for whatever uses, and then the sun spirit will also reward us, and I think that's better in the long run.
Do spirits bother spirits?
Spirits love bothering spirits.
So that is
There's
there a
a lot
spirit
of
mafia?
A spirit mafia?
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, there's probably a spirit of mafia.
Is that the Is the mafia spirit actually a mafia about other spirits? Is that how this works? I don't understand any
roll
of this.
a intelligence and occult, both the werewolves.
Okay. To answer this dumb question.
Going down the rabbit hole today.
Oh, jeez. So what's that going to be? That's
Intelligence plus occult.
Okay,
And if you have a specialty in spirits,
I do, so they'll be
3 dice.
Is there a reason you need to know about? Are you in trouble with the mob? Because I think you have to tell me if I'm.
You realize I hunt these people, right?
Yeah, no, but I'm just checking.
Gord knows.
That's just like your job.
Gord knows that spirits of, while there might be a spirit of mafia, they're usually spirits of things that the mafia does that have strong emotional impacts, like murder or greed, or they're more like mafia adjacent. Curly, having actually dealt with a mafia spirit, you know that there's actually a mafia spirit that used to be around that did have its own spirit court of other mafia adjacent spirits. This spirit was actually hunted 3 years ago in a Cisco Da.
Okay.
Because it was starting to effectively, it was being too aggressive with spirits that were allied with the were creature of the city. So if there is a mafia spirit court, they wouldn't really be called a gang, but a group of spirits is called a spirit court. or at least when they have a hierarchy, they're called a spirit court.
Okay, Curly relays all that information, but super condescendingly.
There was, but it's no longer in power. We dealt with it.
I
Exactly.
write all that information down for later.
Fair enough.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a spirit bottle for our spirit, whatever we find, but we need to figure out where it is. Does someone want to go? Okay, Pollyanna's probably the person that talked to about this, if not at the devastation of dinos, and I don't think I have the mental patience to deal with either at the moment. So how about
They seem
You
nice
are-
enough.
they're very nice. It's
Pollyanna or wait, are you talking about Pollyanna or the devastation of dinos?
both.
Both.
They're very enthusiastic about what they do, and that's great sometimes. But I'm just gonna sit here and make my bottle. You don't mind?
Oh, Gord, would you prefer to talk with Pollyanna, the were-parrot, or the devastation of dinos, who are sun bros to the extreme, but also tend to light things on fire?
Well, I don't mind fire.
True enough.
True enough. Who would likely know?
You could definitely ask Mother Mercy if she has like a contact for the devastation. If you ever asked, Pollyanna would have given you her business card.
Yeah. If not, Curly has enough.
Mm-hmm. So I have no harm in stopping by Pollyanna first, and then devastation of dinos later, because I think I
Sure.
probably know Pollyanna a bit better.
So, you give Pollyanna a call. She goes, "Oh, wonderful! You won't believe the amount of rumors that have popped up from that white raven swan lady popping in the near umber around here. So many rumors. There's also a few deck collectors, but I told them to mess off. Oh, what did you call today?" She just the words poured out, and she stops just briefly enough for you to get a word in edgewise.
I'm sorry, the White Raven lady? I can't seem to remember.
No, that was
sorry.
the last adventure.
You
Oh.
you were currently guarding. It's related to Curly. Curly's
Really?
mentor.
Okay, Curly will probably knows a bit more about that than me.
Well, that's okay. I
Should
want to figure out why you're calling.
Oh well, we're calling because we were trying to find a sun spirit.
Ooh. For favors and gifts, or for do you want to find one that's amenable to talking, or one that's that needs to be taken out or made dormant?
Well, right now we're all for talking.
Okay, well, I don't know one for talking. I only know one for fighting. So I'm going to conference call in Fitzpatrick, leader of the devastation. So you just there's some muffled Doot, 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 doot. And you just hear a voice grumbling at the other end. Yes, Pollyanna. Oh, I have few to believe Gord, and he's asking if you know a sun spirit that can be bargained with. And Fitzpatrick seems to think on it and says, "Well, there's only one sun spirit that's currently not. I don't really want to say this over a phone. I don't trust phones."
Fair enough, Fitzpatrick. Phones are not the most trustworthy.
I'll meet you at, I do believe, the den
Okay.
in
I'll
about
meet you there.
an hour.
Okay, I'll see you there, Fitzpatrick.
Thanks, Gord. And
care.
Pollyanna. And Pollyanna is like, yes. And he's like, goodbye. And he just turns off the phone before Pollyanna can start talking again.
Okay, Polly. Thanks for everything.
Oh, no, you have to hear about the news. The phone line cuts. You have time. You can make your way over to the den. Fit if you want.
Quick question. How much
Yeah.
time has passed between the last mission and this one?
I'm going to say that pretty much this is still at night, the same night you had
Okay.
done your
We can take
vampire
a rest
stuff.
if we want to, but
And
this is...
once you get some information, I'm gonna say you can take a rest and.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. I just want to make sure because we have to do some buffing and, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. So, but I just assumed that you were striking while the iron is
Oh,
hot. It's
sure,
like,
sure.
How do we deal with vampires? Oh, let's get a sun spirit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so everyone is okay with the talking to plan.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. If that doesn't work, we could always go to use the backup, hit things really hard.
Okay, so you talk. You get to the den. Anyone who wants to be there. Will be just two mages and Gord. Q. Sometime during your conversation with Pollyanna, one of the doors opened and Q's just gone. You're pretty sure that Q's somewhere in the hedge right now.
Is he,
He
in
does
his
that
Aztec?
sometimes. Don't let it get the better of you.
He did go into his Aztec temple to admire the blood walls.
He might have, but when you look in the Aztec temple, he isn't there. Also, he has a specific set of abilities that kind of lets him just kind of come in and out of the story at pretty much any point. So that is neither here nor there. So you guys get to the den. This is at night because it's probably winding a little bit down. You actually see Larry at the den. It seems like he's drinking some kind of he's drinking his normal drink, and it seems like he's trying to pretend like everything's okay. He sees you guys and does the subtlest nod, and then just pulls up a newspaper that is, if you look at the date, 10 years out of date.
Can I?
You can
I
talk
have-
with Larry if you want while you wait for Fitzpatrick to arrive.
I'm just gonna do a quick look at him. What are his surface thoughts?
His surface. Now, does he get a resistance to this?
It's withstood by composure. So if his composure is higher, if it's 3, it's meat to beat, or it's
Okay.
or if it's shit, is it meat to beat, or do I have to get over his composure?
I think you have to get over because meeting reduces each
right,
point
you're right.
reduces your potency by 1.
You're right. So it would be if his composure is 3 or higher, he resists.
You can't read him.
Damn.
You're pretty sure that means his composure is is 3 or higher.
Fair enough.
You've never tried. I don't know if your character has ever tried to play poker with him.
I honestly don't know. I'm gonna roll on D2. 2 is yes. He is not.
Okay. You don't know how good a poker player Larry is. Larry, you actually notice that the newspaper has a little crinkle where Larry can look out from, and Larry does send a glance your way.
Zach just winks.
Larry tries to do the same. So, after roughly 2 minutes late, the doors fly open as a mountain of a man, probably just unabashedly, he's like 7 feet tall. He does not he's perfectly bald. He is kind of Hispanic-esque, brown, light brown skin. He has a magnificent beard. And it almost looks like he has tattoos, but then you realize those are actually, like, they look like tattoos, but they're actually scales. And he just has those down both of his incredibly tree trunk-esque arms. He also doesn't forget leg day.
Big boy.
So this bold bodybuilder of a man sees Gord, who's, I think, like roughly as tall as he is and pretty much just as buff.
Yeah, Gord's has the giant characteristics, so I would
So,
imagine.
yeah.
Oh, nice. High five.
So actually, you guys get one of the like 8-person tables because 3 of you are giants.
There.
And you get your baby mages.
Yeah, baby mages.
And Fitzpatrick goes, Gord, I've
Hi,
seen you around. It's good to talk with you.
Fitzpatrick, how are you now?
You see, I heard from my buddy that you asked him to go do some purging, and he did some purging, and he likes that. So if my buddy likes what you do, then I kind of like what you do. The devastation stands together, and he thumps his chest, and it's like if he was less sturdy, that it would have knocked down a lesser person.
Gord puts out his hand for a handshake.
He grabs it, both of you. His grip is incredibly strong, but you can resist. He shakes your hand.
I shake it back. All right, now, Fitzpatrick, down to business.
Of course, I like being straightforward, which is probably why I'm not called on so many missions that require subtlety.
I understand that. Before we get, but much as I do want to get down to business, before that, quick round, or I'll be back with a quick round, and then we'll start talking. What are you drinking?
He just says, whatever beer is on tap and is plentiful.
Be right back. Go get the round, come back.
Okay. You pretty much as you start going up, Mother Mercy has already prepared just like 3 pitchers.
I'm back.
The 3 pitchers and like 5 glasses.
Thank you, Mother.
Go. She just says, and as you just come up, she just says, Fitzpatrick is very straightforward. Don't try to lie. He's actually quite good at detecting lies. Just be straightforward and authentic, and you'll do just fine. Also, don't ask him to do anything that you don't mind having stuff broken on.
Ma, what if I never not been straightforward?
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about she looks over at the 2 mages. They're less straightforward.
We're so honest.
Leonie's just on her tablet.
Oh, also, every time Fitzpatrick gets drunk enough, we have to replace a door or a wall. But we're kind of used to that, so don't let that stop you.
If anything happens, Ma, I'll be here tomorrow right after I'm done helping Petrov.
Oh, good on you. I've set. Petrov has started rebuilding a bit. I think he's rebranding it as a shoe store.
I do need new sandals.
That's really fast. Didn't we blow it up like 3 hours ago?
As sure as Get There wears sandals, Petrov is very quick with his business changes.
Leonie
Petrov.
now stuck up to Zach.
So, Fitzpatrick looks at the pictures, nods, takes a picture, gives a picture to Gordon, then leaves a picture for the other 2.
Gord lifts it up and cheers.
Do you lift? So you're lifting up the pitcher?
Yep.
So does Fitzpatrick. He cheers you. Then he drinks straight from the pitcher.
Same.
Okay. And he goes, whew, good. He puts the pitcher down. So you want to know about sun spirits?
Yep, we're trying to find a sun spirit to negotiate with.
Hmm. Well, you see, currently there's a bit of a sun and moon migration going on.
Oh,
And so currently the only sun spirit that is kind of staying in one place long enough for you to talk, unless you have a good way of flying, is the sun tyrant.
oh, sounds like
Scanning.
a pleasant sun. Sounds like a pleasant name. Pleasant
Hey,
guy.
he's a bit of a dick.
Zach
But
laughs out loud at that.
he would be more of a dick if he had a dick, but he doesn't have a dick because he's a spirit. And the last time I tried to talk to him, because I was like, hey, I like the sun, you like the sun, let's be bros. He told me that the sun liked him more, and that just wasn't cool.
No,
But
you can't say stuff like that.
He
I
tried
know.
to out sunbro you? Not cool.
But then I asked him when was the last time he killed, a bunch of vampires, and he didn't have a response to that. He did throw me out of the realm. However, I've recently heard that he's now accepting more audiences again because he's approaching. He says he's approaching a metamorphosis. He says he's going to be a Dahir soon. Meta-wise, for the werewolves, Dahir is rank 5 for spirit. So that's about the highest rank of spirit that you can comfortably interact with that has stats.
Cool.
However, I think that's a load of bullshit. This guy, powerful, he's not a Dahir. At most, he's an SA, rank 4. The meta, like some were creatures are just going to use numbers as ranks. Others are going to use titles.
Mhm.
I'm going to clarify each time because
Just pretend that Curly's always using the names like a smartware creature, but I'm always using the
But
numbers.
we're and you know what? I'm mainly going to say numbers because that's way easier.
Yeah.
Because SC is rank 3 and SA is
Oh,
rank
fuck that.
4. Yeah. Fuck that.
I was okay until that revelation.
Yikes.
Yeah. So,
Ah,
He
fuck
says-
him. He's talking out his ass.
yeah, you don't reach rank 5 without, bigger stuff happening. You have to do
We
something
would have
glorious.
seen. We would have heard something about it. There was been no shifting around.
Now, I've heard from one of the lunar spirits. Don't talk with them too much. They don't like burning as much, but they do like killing worm creatures, so we're all good. I heard that the Sun Tyrant took two moon spirits captive.
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh yeah. So like I was planning on once I verified this going up to the Sun Tyrant again and telling him to stop being a dick. But I think I'm gonna need to get my whole crew involved, and they're currently out on different missions.
I'll tell you what, Fitzpatrick, or Fitzgerald. I'm sorry, I'm meta thing
Fitzpatrick.
there. Fitzpatrick, okay. Fitzpatrick, me and my crew will look after this for you. We just need his location.
Ah, okay. Well, you see, so Fitzpatrick, I guess I should, instead of saying the dinosaur, it's the were dinosaur.
No, just the regular dinosaur. It's just my favorite raptor at Jurassic Park, which is probably a thing in this world for all I know.
True.
So Fitzpatrick goes, well, you have to. The quickest way is to go to the locus, which is in the. He starts thinking of it. Oh yeah, it's in a temple by the Greenies. When you ask what the fuck he means by the Greenies,
I was just about to
actually, everyone can roll intelligence, and I guess it would be politics or any kind of knowledge local, maybe streetwise,
Ooh,
if you have it.
well, black market, but I do have
Yeah.
streetwise.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
intelligence in streetwise or intelligence in politics or even intelligence in occult if you don't have. Just tell me what one you're rolling in the results so I can tell you what information you'd get.
Okay, would it be occult spirits or occult?
No, it's just occult.
Okay.
Wow.
Uh,
I did really good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fair enough.
Oh no.
Oh,
You don't know what he means by greenies, but
Woo!
okay, Alexandra, you know that the slang for the people who have been genetically modified to be able to eat to gain sustenance from the sun, the chlorophyll people.
Cool.
They're called greenies on the street in a really derogatory sense. But you don't think that Fitzpatrick knows it's derogatory? You think that's all he's ever heard of, so. For Frosty, occult-wise, you're pretty sure he's meaning there's like a local temple just outside the city in the jungle in like kind of some Aztec ruins
hmm
that or at least a place supposed to be an Aztec ruin that they've now built kind of like a hippie temple on. And Zach has once dealt with a murder case involving the greenies, quote unquote, and it was said to be a hate crime for someone inside the community who was at the wrong end of gang violence because he tried to stop a gang from illegally exploiting the rainforest, and the gang murdered him, and then you help track down the killers. So you know that you actually have a little bit of, I guess, cred in the quote unquote greenie community.
That's good.
They're more officially called chlorophytes.
Chlorophytes. Okay. Are chlorophytes born that way, or did that an operation someone undergoes?
Now the first generation, it was like kind of like cyborg-esque solar panels. Some were genetically modified at birth.
Okay.
So that's where and nowadays most of them have had at least some genetic modification so that they can supplement eating like a regular human with sunlight.
So in general, though, they're born that way. They're not.
Nowadays they're born that way.
Gotcha.
So, you're pretty sure that they aren't going to be dealing with them all that much. Or at least not at night. Pretty much, they're mostly active during the day, which kind of makes sense because they get
That's how
sustenance
people
from the
work, and
sun.
also they're solar powered.
They're literally solar. So, now, so you're told, so Fitzpatrick, after that little mental aside where all of you try to figure out what you know, Fitzpatrick says, that gate leads to Gishtar the Gatekeeper's realm. And then you just need to either tell him he likes noble purposes. He usually lets people through if they have a sufficiently noble purpose. And
Oh shit, I'm noble as hell. This is gonna be good.
Is killing vampires a noble purpose?
Killing vampires to protect other vampires is noble as it comes.
And he sorry,
Zach doesn't say
wait,
anything.
wait, you say that, and Fitzpatrick goes, "What's this about protecting other vampires?"
I was about
We
to
want
say.
to put more Larrys, less. And she tries to think of a name of a absolutely reprehensible vampire, and
Probably
comes up short.
Maria, or like if you look at my little note,
Yes.
you have Maria del Rosifus or Silas Redhand.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a good name for more Larrys, less Cyrus Red Hands. You get that?
He looks at you like you said something a bit funny, and he goes, "Well, yes, if I met a vampire, I would prefer them to be like Larry, but they are spawn of the worm."
I am inclined to agree with Fitzpatrick here.
I mean, I completely understand why you feel that way. I think it's just a rough world they live in.
It
Yeah.
is, and every time they try to drink, I've had a few of those bloodsuckers trying to drink my blood, and the good thing is that I've infused it with light energy.
That's a
And,
good trick.
Brutal.
Leonie makes a note about that too.
The goal is just to give them a chance to prove if they could be good or not. Not necessarily to save everyone. I know that's a bit too far for those at this
Yeah,
table.
Fitzpatrick just looks over to Larry, who's very conspicuously looking at you guys through. And Fitzpatrick just goes, "Larry, you're a good guy." He just doesn't pretend. He just goes full forward with this. "Larry, you're a good guy, but there aren't too many vampires like you. You're the exception, not the rule." Larry goes, "I kind of know that, unfortunately." And but Fitzpatrick's like, "Good. Keep being you, Larry." Turns back to the rest of you. I'm sure, and if you're, regardless of if your purpose is noble or not, you'll probably have to fight one of Gishtar's guards in like an honorable duel.
Or I'll
But
You
I'll fight his guard, and he'll see what happens to him.
once you talk with Gishtar, you're good people, so he'll probably let you through, and he'll let you through straight to Sakanos, because he can control where his gate goes. So it's pretty much he's a pretty good gatekeeper, as it were.
Yeah. All right. I know some of the smaller members at this table need to prepare themselves. When will we be ready to head out?
Well, why don't we give it a couple of days so we
Couple
can
days.
get
Okay.
Gord up and running now that
Yeah, it could
what's
use
her
a
name?
couple
Vivian?
days.
Shit. Alexandra, what was your old character's name?
Vivian.
Vivian.
Vivian, okay. Now that Vivian and Aiden are out, we've swapped them with other people. Magic stuff. We got to do some
Yeah,
magic stuff.
I got
Yeah,
that part.
there
Yeah.
you go. Good.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, I guess it's probably 3 days later. So, mages, what exactly are you doing in these
All
3
right,
days?
Alexandra, you get your shit ready. I've got to get my shit
Okay.
ready. So everybody gets +6 to firearms and athletics. This is the roll for that in. And okay, don't get the mana back. That sucks.
Do, 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 do.
1 second.
So, actually, I don't know where we should actually put the the magical buffs. Ah, yeah.
You could have a note page for everyone, or a journal page, I guess. You also get +6 to composure and +6 to resolve, which
Cool.
would be this. Thank God I got that mana back.
Where is my active spell sheet? Ah, yeah.
And Ian, this is for the magic coat and the basement.
Multicolored dream coat.
Magic back, even though it only cast one. That's fine. So, when everyone's together at some point, Zach says, "So this is my favorite jacket," and he just like kind of shows off his jacket, and then he opens it up and holds it out to one side, and there's like a really big flap all along one side with a big panel, and he lifts it up, and you can actually see through it into the room you're in right now. And you realize you're looking at yourselves. You're looking at yourselves, but at your backs, because it's on the other side of the room.
Charlie turns around.
Now you're looking at your back again.
Oh, good. There's a portal in the air?
No, it's on the wall.
Okay. But she can see the...
Yeah,
okay.
you can see it.
Okay.
And also, the basement. Let me show you the basement. And he takes you down to what would normally be the basement. It's the size of a neighborhood.
Oh, God. Why?
What have you done?
It's the same flooring, it's the same walls, there are no windows, but it's just really big now. And Zach
This is
says,
why-
well,
This
I
is what I
think...
keep telling you about mages. They're no respect for the natural order. A menace to society.
Well, Leone here said she needed a lot of room for her work, and I figured, well, it's not that much more effort if I keep making it bigger. So if we need anything else down here, like a forge or, I don't know, storage, anything really. It wasn't really that much more effort for me, so I figured, what the hell.
Yeah, this is great in case we need to hide a tanker truck or something.
We
down
might.
here.
We might.
Perfect,
We could
right?
put. You want one in here? We can get one in here. Wouldn't really
We
be
could
that much
also-
effort.
We could also start a vampire storage space.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
We already
guess.
got
Yeah. Now you can
Yeah,
never
got our
complain
eyes light
about
up.
saving vampires again. 'Cause we can keep them in torpor down here for the end of time, okay?
Yes,
Stack the
that's a
boxes
brilliant
up
idea.
to the
It's
ceiling.
fine. It's great. Let's do that.
And Ian,
My
I am
God.
relinquishing that spell, so my willpower is now 16 instead of 17.
Okay.
And that's me. I'm good.
So,
Okay, is it me?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I am going to also buff everyone. So here is the roll. Come on. Hey! Worked.
Are you happy that it worked?
I'm happy that it worked.
Yeah, I mean that is technically a possibility that it fails, but
Well, excuse me, it's me. It was gonna fail. So this is gonna increase ballistic armor by 3 and general armor by 3 for all party members indefinitely.
Okay, dang.
Yes.
Does that stack with other armor we're wearing?
yes,
Yes, it does.
Wow.
right?
Does it, and it stacks with just basic defense as well, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it is stacks with
defense
everything.
is different from armor.
Yeah, that's true.
Defense is dodging.
Oh, what order are they written in? 2/4. Is that general ballistic or ballistic?
Yeah, it's general then ballistic.
Okay. Fine.
So for Gord, let's see, is there an armor place for armor here?
Nope, not on that sheet. I didn't
Nope.
think of it. I just throw it under the health bar.
Alexander, were you gonna do the like the weapons thing or no?
I'm eventually gonna do the weapons thing. I don't have everyone's weapons
That's
yet.
fine. Don't worry about it.
But I'm going to release this spell as well. Just want to update my mana here.
Yeah, your spells aren't that costly.
No.
My buff spells cost 9 mana pop, which is why.
Eesh.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to release the spell, so my willpower is now, max willpower is now 18.
Which one are you releasing?
The buff.
You don't want to do that one. You don't want to
Oh, I
release
don't
that.
wanna release
No,
that
because
one?
that's
Damn.
likely to get destroyed.
Okay,
So you're gonna have to do it
fine.
again. You want to release like the dog one, if anything.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Speaking of the dog one.
This will be fun.
Okay. So,
Have you found a picture online for your dogs? Because they're
Not
gonna
yet.
need a token.
Well, that's
Just
if
look
it
up
works.
Anubis dog if you want a placeholder. That's the rough thing you wanted, right?
19 dice.
Yeah, that one is kind of stupid.
Mm-hmm. So I think we said 5, Ian? There were 5 of them?
Yes.
Okay, so
And just for the sake of everyone's sanity, only bring maybe 1 or 2 on any particular mission.
okay.
Have the rest at home.
Okay, so 5 like cyborg like golem dogs come running up the stairs from the basement.
They look like Anubis dogs.
They look like Anubis dogs.
I'm making
Fair.
the token.
They're
mean
absolutely
it's
adorable.
It's a jackal, you mean? A jackal. Is it a jackal?
It's a jackal.
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 So the deal with these is that they have replaceable parts, so we can fight specific supernaturals with them.
Can we
Yeah.
name one of them Babu?
Yes, you can name one of the fucking dogs Babu.
He remembers me!
Oh no. Oh no.
No, that's actually terrible.
That-
I know that.
Will
Gord
is
goes to
yeah. Go
Gord
on.
goes to pick up one of the dogs and give it to Scritches because it's a good boy. It is his best boy.
They are referred to as the best boys.
That's the name of the
That's their
spell.
pack name. Yeah.
Now I'm just wondering, boys, is that spelt with an S or a Z?
You know what? I can let you make that judgment call.
No, they're yours. You have to decide if how big the boys are.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
Okay, we're gonna go with the spelling Frosty just sent the group chat for the token. Boys as
shit.
BOIZ.
Hello?
Okay.
Welcome back.
Sorry,
Yep.
I clicked the wrong fucking thing. That's a good picture.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna add this to the player tab. I'll let the stream see. Player tab. Okay, and where is the best boy? There he is.
Oh
So
my
you-
god, we gotta get rid of this, guys.
No, we're never.
What is that?
That's her arch nemesis.
Oh,
And future husband, probably. Oh no.
The dog. The dog
He'll
did it.
always be lurking under.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And good. Okay, advanced control name best boy.
Okay, where are my active spells? Yes. Perfect. And I will rename the spell to align better with the. There.
Also, at some point during your casting, Curly sneaks down and says, "Hey, I'll let you have a good look at this spirit jar I made if you can reinforce it in some way."
Here we go.
She's focusing on her mage thing.
Yeah, give me the jar.
But don't tell Zach that I asked you to do this because I bust his balls a lot about the mage thing, but it can come in handy.
Okay. So she takes the jar for like a day.
Comes back, it looks exactly the same. It's done.
Ooh, alter integrity. Oh, and you get mana back. Nice.
Mm-hmm. So those are the two best rolls I'm probably gonna make for the entire session.
You're rolling 19. You're gonna be. You can do that a lot. It's fine.
Yeah.
How are you rolling 19?
Ritual casting.
Ritual casting.
Ah, okay.
Oh shoot! I also wanted to do alter integrity on the dogs too.
Oh, that would be part of the same spell, wouldn't it? Or no? Oh wait, it
No,
has
because
lasting, right?
Exactly.
Ah, I gotcha. Okay. So,
So-
roll it again, I guess.
Hooray! Oh, look at that!
Jesus
Same
Christ.
thing.
So explain what you just did to the dogs.
So where's my thing? Come back.
Did you describe what
sheet.
they're made out of yet, or any of that?
That is a discussion I need to have with Ian because I
Oh,
sent him
okay.
all my my materials. So
It would probably be titanium,
okay.
and I'm gonna go with they're probably durability 4
Okay.
and base health
Titanium
durability 4, base health 8.
base health 8. Cool. So I just, of course, my notes are just used to strengthen golems. So if I go back over here, I wrote this down somewhere. It's just where did I write it down?
Rip.
Wasn't it 1 potency equals 2 durability or something?
One potency equals 2 structure.
Structure
or
the
1
health.
durability.
Which is the health?
Structure is the health.
Okay, then. Yeah, 2 additional points of structure. So she just gave all of her golems 10 extra structure each. They are very durable doggos.
So they really are the best boys.
The best boys. And you can see on each of them they have detachable mouths and claws. Did she say that? I don't remember now.
Yes, I did.
Okay, you did. Okay.
All right, I want to roll for a cult to try and guess the banes and the bands of sun spirits, because that might help with the negotiation.
Ah,
I'm going to spend a
so
willpower
it's
on
also kind of based off of it, like individual spirits, so you can try to figure out what's gonna happen in the.
Yeah, we got a fair bit of information about its personality and other things, so I figure it's worth a try. So int occult willpower.
Roll them dice, roll them bones.
I was just about to type that in.
What's a sun spirit tape? Hey, exceptional. Okay.
So the Sun Tyrant, you figure that its ban is is likely, judging based off of you spend like a day or two just probing around, getting in some information, doing a little bit of spirit divination, and you're pretty sure that one of its banes is its ban is that it cannot just so that I can get on. One moment, I'm trying to it it cannot allow someone to say that it is better than it without challenging them.
Ooh.
And its bane is obsidian handcuffs or chains forged by someone who has been oppressed by it.
Hmm.
Highly specific.
Oppressed by the tyrant or by the sun in any form?
The tyrant.
I was gonna see if one of those vampires got Smith. Okay. Okay. Okay, I've got it something.
Workshop
All right,
that.
just for this might not work out, but I want to give it a try anyways. Could you get some obsidian handcuffs? And we're gonna do a little bit of a bluffy here because these won't have any magical powers or of any sort, but uh, that don't mean that the sun spirit won't think they do.
See,
We could
this is
just say that we found one of its oppressed people, and
wouldn't it know by looking at them?
fuck if I know.
Aren't you the expert?
I'll roll.
You're like, oh, fucking fine. I'll roll my dice and then I'll know if I know.
All right, 2 successes. What's that get me, Ian?
You're pretty sure that it will know that it will be able to sense that if the bane is real,
Mm-hmm.
because it will literally, like, its very being will recoil from its presence.
Okay.
I mean, guys, we could just call Fitzpatrick up.
Was Fitzpatrick oppressed by it?
He
No.
was thrown out of the court by it.
Oh well, there we go.
What if
I would
he
call
was
that
the
a-
asshole? Mhm.
But I know Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is not an asshole.
You've spoken to him. Okay, sure. Let's give it a try. You've spoken
I know,
to
I
him
spoke to
once.
him one time.
Why not?
You call up Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick guess goes, "Have you beat up that spirit yet?"
Nah,
We're-
we're working on that, Fitzpatrick. But a couple of my my comrades are wanting to build a Bane,
Bane.
Bane.
nah, for the Sun Tyrant. I want to fight it honorably, but that's just
Th-
we'll
This will
play.
keep us from fighting it at all.
This could also
Oh.
keep us from fighting it at all. True, but we were wondering. You don't happen to? You're not any good at making things, are you?
Fitzpatrick seems to think on it. It says, "I've made a few things occasionally.
Occasionally.
Usually I leave that to other folks. If you're asking me to build a car or a gun, I'm not going to be much use. But I've occasionally done stone carving."
Well, that's perfect.
How convenient.
How convenient indeed. Because we need you to make some obsidian handcuffs.
Oh, does that mean I get to play with lava?
That means you get to play with lava.
Oh man, the rest of the devastation said after the volcano incident I couldn't play with lava anymore. But this is going to be great.
This sounds
have a
like a great idea.
We have a great place for you to play with lava. Lots of space.
I'd love to hear about that volcano story someday, by the way.
Oh
Well,
I can tell you, making what are these handcuffs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good guess.
Hey,
yeah, one of our people here is into some real kinky shit.
Whoa.
What?
Hey, Mother Mercy, do you mind if I hang my coat over here? Come on, everybody. Let's make some handcuffs. And he just walks through his coat.
Mother Mercy just shakes her head. So you guys use the coat portal and get down. He says, so Fitzpatrick goes, okay, I guess I'll need some kind of workshop, somewhere to pour some molds so I can pour the lava into shape.
Like I said, we have a lot of space suddenly available to us.
So I guess
Also
do you
need-
guys like make a lava workshop for him?
I mean,
we
Leone
could
can get the
probably
material.
teleport the lava in.
Yeah, I
We're
could.
not teleporting
heat
lava.
lava.
That's a bad idea in general.
No,
sounds
that
great.
seems
Like a
like great. Let's do that. Yeah, come on.
No. Just as a flavor note, whenever we go in through the coat, the dogs are like 10 feet watching the portal. And it's just neither Zach nor Leone mentions anything, but it's kind of noticeable that they're distinctly watching the portal.
Gotta have
They
some.
miss us.
Yeah, that's it.
Aw,
Aren't they adorable?
yeah.
Fitzpatrick,
Aren't they so like dogs?
Fitzpatrick goes and just picks one up, examines it, and then gives it like a few pats on the head and puts it down.
They're very lifelike for just construct. It's amazing how you did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, amazing. And Zach just stares at Leone, takes a drink.
She winks.
Did he give them tails to wag?
Yes, they're very realistic.
Okay. I guess when you guys approach, the tails are wagging. So, you I guess between the Matter Mage and the rest of you can probably make the molds for the chains and let Fitzpatrick actually do the pouring.
You got a lot of muscle to help.
Okay, so you guys collectively help Fitzpatrick. Now, where are you getting the lava? Or are you
I
It's a
because
think
forge.
teleporting it in is a great idea.
If there's a forge, you can just get the materials and heat it up enough, right?
Yeah, there's some super charcoal we could use to heat up lava, probably.
It's the
It's
future.
fine.
It's the future. It's fine.
I have connections. It's
Get
fine.
a super forge, cyber forge. Yeah. there
But
you
yeah,
go.
just go order some black market lava. It arrives. It comes in 30 minutes or less. 30 minutes or it's free delivery.
I mean, if it was actually an issue, I could teleport lava in. If we got like a live cam of an active volcano, it would just be probably not a good idea. And Zach
I
would be
just
very
love the
far
idea
away.
of like hacking some scientist feed to watch.
Is there a little less lava down there? No, it probably just seeped out. It's fine. No one's gonna notice.
you look for live streams.
Oh
to
God!
find one of a Hawaiian volcano.
Yay!
All
I
right,
like where this is
give me a
going.
second. I gotta make the fucking spell.
Gord says to Leone, I lava you.
Oh Jesus, Dave.
Oh God.
That's a
Fitzpatrick goes.
that's a
"Ah!"
story we can tell
good one.
after game. Thank you.
Fitzpatrick starts explaining his lava incident, in which the devastation of dinos had been tasked with hunting down a rogue volcano spirit that had taken over a small, otherwise uninhabited Pacific island.
That sounds badass.
The devastation dropped in, went into the spirit world, and started beating up the spirit. Fitzpatrick decided to wrestle the lava spirit into submission, and he ended up. They didn't realize it, but there was actually a research station on this island, and they had to. The rest of the devastation had to pull some extreme maneuvers to rescue the scientists while the wrestling match happened. It seems like Fitzpatrick isn't all too saddened by.
Oh, as the portal is there and the lava's pouring in, Curly just yells in the portal, "Sorry, Pele." Just in case that's a real spirit.
Almost done.
You siphon a small amount of Oh wait, I guess you have to roll to see if it succeeds.
It'll be fine.
You got this.
You got that.
Roll a
Oh,
paradox. It's fine.
Okay, let me roll paradox.
So
Is it a chance dice?
Yes. We're fine.
Yay.
Yeah, so for 3 seconds. Oh wait, no, that doesn't matter. I guess like a cubic foot of lava appears where it needs to be.
Okay.
I don't know how as long as Zach can see both locations.
Probably into a container held by Fitzpatrick so he can do the pouring.
Yeah. It just
Fitzpatrick, you notice, is completely unaffected by the heat. Like, he's holding a box of lava, and he just doesn't seem to care. At one point, you actually see he dips his hand in and just scoops it out and puts it into the mold and pats it down.
Jesus.
He does that a few more times, and he spreads it out. And with your collective guidance, you actually realize that Fitzpatrick probably has developed some way of immunity to, or great resistance to fire, because all of his friends set everything on fire. The chains get forged. It's like, well, I hope that qualifies for the Bane. If I was thinking if the Sun Tyrant got that kept on doing what he was doing, I would probably do a Cisco Daw on him. But if you deal with him, I don't need to Cisco Daw on him. I can do it on something else, like he thinks a bit. Then he says, "Those teeth fairies."
Teeth fairies. What are you talking about, Fitzpatrick?
Oh, well, there's some kind of weird spirit ghost thing that's going around stealing people's teeth. It's not. It's kind of rare, but they tried to steal like one of my teeth, and so it's kind of a personal thing.
This sounds like some Fey bullshit. I've been around Q long enough now to know that sounds like some Fey bullshit. I mean, it's tooth fairy. Yeah, that actually
I
adds
was
up.
about to say, Fitzpatrick, did you already lose this tooth by any chance?
No.
Did it fall out? Did they put it under your pillow?
No, I ate the fairy that was trying to take it.
Oh, an actual fairy. Okay.
A spirit, I don't know what they are. They're edible.
Anything's edible if you try hard enough.
Good on you. He pats you on the shoulder. It actually kind of hurts a bit because his hands are super hot. But you quickly regen it. You now have chains forged by someone who was quote unquote oppressed by the Sun Tyrant. So you think you have the Bane. Are you gonna go to the Green Temple now?
Well,
Yes.
would I be able to get Mother Mercy, or would Curly be able to perform a Siskirta?
Yes, Curly can.
Okay.
I don't know if we're necessarily just going to go straight up hunt it, but you can Cisco down and just not attack the thing at the end. You're not forced to fight. It's just convenient.
Would it be Smart
Would it be like
for-
a terrible faux pas for you guys to go in, being like, "Yeah, we declared a Cisco down on you, but we really
Not that
just
I know
want
of.
a
It's
dog."
just a objective, and if you stray from that objective for even 10 minutes, if you're doing things that aren't directly helping you reach it, then it ends. So it's kind of inconvenient unless you are fully dedicated to what you're about to do.
So, would you say performing a Siska for the purpose of getting the Sun Spirit to either help us, or if he doesn't help us, fighting him, would that be a good idea?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
No, wouldn't hurt.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Is there anything that I like? Is there anything that I can put on my dogs to make them, effective against spirits?
Well,
Is there
once
some
you're
kind
in
of
the
material?
spirit world, you should be fine.
Okay.
Once they're on the same plane of existence. If
Cool.
you're trying to fight a spirit that hadn't materialized, probably not. You'd need actually a prime mage.
Okay.
Because prime mages can make material things able to hurt immaterial things, and vice versa.
I may have to go make friends with a prime mage.
Become one.
No, I have a plan.
Okay, let me remember what I have to roll for Siska. I think it's actually an athletics roll.
Do I?
It's
Would I be
basically-
able to perform a Siska or?
You would need to buy the right, which
Okay.
Curly did.
Okay.
But the
And what's Curly's guess tribe?
her tribe is the Bone Shadows. Yeah, the Bone
Okay.
Shadows.
That's a neat tribe name.
So
Bone Shadow. Your character has the ability to touch and grant ephemeral entity and to touch and strike ephemeral entities nominated as prey with your natural weapons.
yes,
So you can actually just touch all the dogs and be like, it doesn't matter what form the spirit's in, you can hurt.
Oh,
it.
that's awesome.
I
Mhm.
too have Bone Shadow. Try Bone.
let me see. So, anyways, the way it works is you effectively, the leader of the hunt embodies the spirit. They try to act like them and force the rest of the party to work together to hunt you, to get you thinking about what the spirit is thinking or the target is thinking and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
To get you working together, stuff like it's kind of just a training exercise of a sort. And then at the end of that, it is like it's time to go.
Okay. Well,
Let me.
the only two that could really participate in the Siska are you and me, though, right?
They actually can. I mean, they're natural attacks.
Mhm.
I guess that applies to the dogs. We're the two that benefit most from it.
Zach just starts laughing about involving the dogs in the ritual.
No, that's the conditions. No. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, it's referenced so many times
Yeah.
in just the lore passages. Okay, I just go to right.
Chronicles of Darkness books.
Yeah,
The
right.
best
I
written books in the
could've
fucking
sworn I wrote
world.
this down at some point, but I think I.
Tell me when you find it, because I also need to give it a read through.
Yeah, it doesn't matter much. I
Oh,
don't think my
well-
athletics on alone is crazy. We should be fine. We might wanna
You're
just-
welcome.
If I just go for
Dave, you upgraded or updated all your stats, right?
I think Ian did for me. 1 sec.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ian.
And I have the number, and then I have the bracket, whatever it is buffed.
Great.
okay. Curly goes into her crow person form, with her 5 dexterity and her 8 athletics, and basically just she gets a printed out piece of paper, with like a sun drawn on it, and a rubber band, and sticks it over her face, and she said, "Okay, come get me," and just enacts an elaborate chase, basically.
The dogs really seem to like this.
Oh yes. So
Uh,
13 dice.
Gord turns into bear person.
Did we also roll
Yeah.
to do this?
Are we involved in this? Or
You don't need to be, but I think it makes sense for you to be.
Zach's gonna do it because it looks fun.
So do I need to roll for this?
No,
Do I need
you
to
don't roll
roll?
anything. It's just kind of that's the flavor of it.
Oh wait, it's
Okay.
extended.
It's an extended action. I need 10 successes. Each roll is 1 minute. We're gonna do this in like 3 minutes.
That's not much. That
Yeah,
wow, wow.
We're really good at the Siska Da, guys. Okay, we're all ready. Let's get in the car and drive to the wall, I guess.
Wow, I thought it'd be more exciting than that.
Uh,
I was all pumped
it
up.
Can, it can.
It definitely can't. You should see how the dinos do it. Actually, I think we did see how the dinos did it, but that's okay. Are we
Quick
gonna go
meta
through the
question
same hole in
first.
the wall?
I guess so.
Ian, quick
Yep.
meta question. How quickly do we regain essence or will? As if it's been like 3 days. I'm just wondering if are we back to
You can be effectively back to full.
Yes.
Okay.
So you regain 1 a day, and then also Curly gets 2 more back. No, 4 more back from her corpse thief.
Mhm.
No, 2 a day. Because she's basically just stealing meat, and she'll share that with you. And because our composure and resolve are buffed to shit, there's no chance of a breaking point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Synergy.
Yeah, magic.
We're broken. Yeah.
We're broken.
So yeah, back to full.
There's no consequences to anything.
Yeah.
No.
I'm invincible.
I've never died.
All right, Curly's gonna roll to fly into the sun. She's invincible.
All right, everybody, back through the portal. I gotta get my jacket.
Oh shit, right.
Oh yeah.
We can drive from there.
It's fine.
Which dogs are we taking with us? Or how many? 2?
Yeah, we're gonna take 2.
Oh, okay.
They hop out of the jacket.
Yeah.
To the pizza place.
You go to the den. You all appear out of the jacket, which has now you realize that the jacket's been put onto a coat rack. So you kind of have to step out and like like it's kind of awkward stepping out.
Are we in the lost and found?
No, you're near the front on the coat rack.
The coat rack definitely falls over.
Just a question, Zach. If you leave your jacket around like that, someone decides to throw it at the bottom of a river, what happens to the portal?
We'd get a lot of water really quickly.
Well, good thing we have that basement that can store a lot of water.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully
Won't
I'll
get any
know
floating
if
in the
someone
meantime.
throws that jacket, but if we want a lot of water, we can get a lot of water. Do you want to start an aquarium or something?
Water park. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
The best
Golden
water park.
sharks.
Hey,
Oh,
now you're
no.
talking.
Golden shark.
Now you're talking like a Bond villain. This is
Oh,
our conversation
Frosty.
on the way to the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Frosty, haven't you figured out I am a Bond villain yet?
Gradually figuring that out.
So
Laser? Do you just want golem sharks with freaking lasers to their head?
It's fine.
you get into I guess you get into like an Uber, the equivalent of a future Uber, and you go to the Green Temple. It's a little bit out of the city, but it still has paved roads.
Does he talk to us on the ride? Can we give him the 5 stars if he doesn't?
There's no driver.
So he
That's
doesn't
how
talk to
they
us.
that's how they maintain their perfect 5-star rating.
There we go.
You end up at the gates of the Green Temple. The gates are currently open. I assume you're going like kind of at like 10 a.m. during the day or something.
Yeah.
You the cab drops you off at kind of the visitor center, and I guess there's just there's a sign, there's a welcoming sign that says, "Welcome to the Green Temple. please follow please to respect our way of life, follow these rules. And it seems like it's relatively basic stuff. Like, be warned, there will be a lot of skin showing. People are eating. This is not an invitation. And just like the times the main temple is open, and otherwise some just basic information about when the temple was formed and what have you. The were creatures can kind of you sense that there's a locus in the main temple. There's also a rule of no shirt, no shoes to get into the main temple.
Gord takes off his sandals, like any respectful person would do before entering.
Wait, I have to take my shirt off?
You're,
Is that what
you're
that said?
looking at.
You can carry your shirt. They just no shirt, no shoes.
Wait,
To get into the
For
service.
service.
Yeah.
Or surface. Yeah, I guess.
I have
fine.
an elaborate other plan.
Yeah.
We go in sneaky and don't have to strip nude.
Mm.
Curly's afraid to show a little bit of skin.
just the
Yes.
delivery of that was beautiful.
Gord's already taking off his shirt.
Okay, Power Man.
Now, did you actually do the spell that makes you immune to cameras?
Oh shit! No, we never
Oh,
did
you were.
that.
That was supposed to be a combined spell with the
Yeah,
armor.
the buff. Yeah.
So yes.
Okay, so you guys are technically, actually I realized that if you have that on, the Uber doesn't know what to do because it can't sense you.
It can sense the weight change. Can't
Yeah,
it?
but it can't see its passenger, so it can't confirm that people have put on their seatbelt.
Zach has a fucking car.
Okay.
There's no way
Zach,
Zach doesn't have a car.
Don't we still have the van?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Vivian's
Yeah.
van.
Yeah, we have
you
that
have
van.
Scooby van.
We'll use that.
Vivian's too busy to even like ask for the van back at this point.
There's a bunch of random camera equipment in there. It's fine. Oh, yeah, Leonie's cannibalized that, by the way.
Of course, yeah.
It's all gone.
Yeah, we're gonna go in sneaky. I
No,
mean,
we're not.
you can walk in if you want to. I'm going a sneaky rap.
I'm gonna go the sneaky red as well, actually.
Do you
Yeah.
do you guys just want to like get in the coat for a second then, or like
You know what? That's actually a much better idea. Yeah.
well, we got to put the dogs in there too? So
I mean, the dogs aren't wearing shirts or shoes.
that you know what, you're right.
but they'll still get service. Oh.
Okay.
So I guess
yes.
Zach and Gord will go in as demanded, without shirts or shoes.
So we could get service.
Yes.
As you approach, there does seem to the main building. Does seem to be like two shirtless and shoeless individuals who I guess would be the equivalent of guards. They're just there to kind of make sure people follow the rules going in. So Zach, are you just like walking with like your coat in a bundle?
Yep.
Okay.
Like his
So-
shoes and shoes on top of his coat and carrying that.
And one guard just says, "Hi there. If you're visiting, know that you have the next 2 hours to be in the temple. We have He points down one direction. He's like, the old temple that this is built on and that we have restored partially is to the right. The washrooms to the left. In the center is where we're currently having a sermon. Otherwise, be respectful and have a lovely day."
Thank you, sir.
Zach just looks at Gord because Zach doesn't know where the fuck he's going.
Gord
It's towards the old temple.
Yeah. Yeah. Gord's just walking that way. You said we could feel the locust?
Yeah, you can feel you can generally feel where a locus is.
Okay.
So you just start going towards the general pull of it.
Mhm.
And you find there's currently like a couple in there, shirtless and shoeless, looking a little bit uncomfortable, but they're currently reading the plaques. It's actually kind of cool. It's appears like this is like the top of a temple that it was buried by the jungle, and that they excavated the top of it but decided to leave the rest underground. The locus is right where you're pretty sure the altar is. That has there's like a barrier, like a glass barrier, just to be like, don't step beyond this point. The locus is beyond that.
God damn it.
So I noticed a small problem with our good plan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Q is the only one who can open a portal to let the other two in.
No, Gord can. I'm pretty sure.
No. I mean, Gord can himself reach through. But the way to get the other two into the spirit world is you need what's his face to make it into a doorway. Q.
Werewolves can't bring
Ah.
anyone else in?
No.
Oh.
What if we were inside the coat?
Yeah.
Don't.
You bring your
I
Yeah.
have absolutely no fucking idea.
So you bring your physical equipment with you to the spirit world, right?
Totally. Very
Yeah.
much so.
Well, then I'll just give the coat to Gord and get in the coat.
So at the other couple, the other couple is kind of just they're kind of watching you two, just sort of be like, "Well, how are we gonna get in?"
Zach turns them. Hey, how you doing?
They're like, and then the wife goes, "I think that's a fame. I saw him on a Netflix series."
Would you like an autograph? And he just flashes a
the-
smile.
She says, sure, and she pulls out like a postcard from the temple that they bought.
And he signs it. He puts his stuff down and signs it.
Okay.
He poses
and
for a
then
picture if they want one. And
yeah, they take a selfie with you. And,
actually, no, he doesn't because he knows that wouldn't work.
oh yeah.
Oh, that's
How
the dumbest way to get caught.
Yeah.
Oh man, I guess you're never gonna be able to do another Netflix special.
Not while he's working with you. He's like, no cameras, no cameras. I can't be seen here right now. I'm actually on an investigation.
Oh, and then they both kind of look at each other and they're like, "Okay, we'll leave you to it," and
Thank you.
they exit. So now it's just you, the altar, and a video camera that can see literally nothing.
All right, Gord, I'm gonna get in the jacket, and you have fun.
Okay. Well, you said there's a glass barrier there.
Yep, you can step over. Like it's like
Okay.
it's like I guess like thigh high. It's not meant to really stop people. It's meant to discourage people.
Well, after they've left, Gord just takes a step over.
Yep.
Goes to the locus. And how do I open a portal?
You basically meditate at it. You reach through.
and
There's a roll
so
for that.
there is a roll for that. I do believe it's actually 5 dice.
Yeah, you have 5 dice right now because you're 5 harmony.
5 dice, and then add 2 because this is it's a pretty natural place.
Pretty good locus, pretty small
It's a
gauntlet.
pretty good locus. Yeah,
Just my
Thin.
just normal roll.
just normal roll 7 dice.
Mm-hmm. 1 success. Oof. Close.
I think that's all you need.
Yep,
Nice.
you claw through, and you enter into the spirit world. Let me move you onto the map.
This is a complicated way of getting to the spirit world.
It's getting to the right place in the spirit world that matters.
True. No, I meant what we're doing. We're pulling some
Scroll to
shenanigans.
the very bottom of the map. You end up in a floating kind of in like a. It's almost like you're in space, like with the nebulas and what have you around. There's float. You are on a marble platform that seems to be suspended out of nothing. Behind you is it just drops off, and in front of you, you see a black marble staircase leading up to an upper level. Two like 12-foot tall elephant-headed guards with shields and mystic weapons. At the top of the stairs, a like 15-foot tall elephant-headed warrior with a glowing gauntlet. And then even beyond them, even further beyond, is a gigantic gate with words written in dead languages across it.
Leone notices that Zach puts his mage armor on.
That's actually a really good idea. I'm going to do that as well.
So,
So
mhm.
should I noticed that Curly's in Raven form.
You can very I just moved that over. I can change that.
No,
to,
she'll probably go in Raven form just because. I don't know. She
you're
likes
in the
her.
spirit world, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to be in bear form then, Gord?
Gord's fine with just being in human form right now.
Okay.
If Gord needs to flex on some elephants, he'll flex on some elephants.
Oh my god.
As you arrive and as you kind of clown pile out of the coat, you see the elephant with
What the hell was that?
the elephant at the very top of the stairs says, "Welcome, visitors. You've reached my cosmic gate. I am Gishtar, the gatekeeper. May I ask your purpose in visiting my little slice of the spirit world?"
Greetings, Gishtar. How are you now? We're here to see. Oh, what's his name again? Sorry.
I put it.
Scanos, the Sun Tyrant.
Oh, he's a bit of a bad customer, but he has his own little realm. He's trying to vie to become a quote unquote meta-wise rank 5 spirit. and he's been causing a little bit of trouble with sun and moon migration. But Gishtar shrugs. If you want to go to his realm, you please state your purpose. Should your intentions be noble, and you can prove them as such, I shall open my gate directly into his domain.
Our intentions are to prevent a gang war from happening in the Darien. What's the city called again?
Tax cow.
Tax cow.
Tax cow.
Oh, and the Sun Tyrant is now involved in mortal gang wars?
Not a mortal gang war, vampire gang war. We were kind of hoping for some sunlight to shine on the situation. She gives her best bird smile.
Gishtar nods. To use the power of the sun against the cravens that fear it. That, I do believe, is a noble purpose. But, as noble as your intentions may be, I need some proof of your nobility. He says, it could be a contest against one of my guards. It could be a riddle. I don't really do riddles, not since that one incident. No, no riddles. But you could also pay a toll of some essence, or he says essence. Or you can find some other way of impressing upon me the benevolent nature of your travel.
Okay, Curly just steps forward, fans her wings out as far as possible, and flares her renown. Basically, putting on a spiritual glow of just, hey bitches, I'm on her floor. Don't even talk to me about good intentions. I'm the goodest.
He nods and says, "Ah, you are honorable, but you have not expanded in the different ways of renown.
I got one wisdom. I'm,
Uh, I can see that you are pure, but I need proof that your companions are."
she goes, ah, shit.
Zach is actually smoking, and he's like, fuck.
Throw it into your jacket quickly.
He throws it into the portal. Deal with it, dog.
Yeah, that's not going to cause a fire.
It's fine.
Gord just flashes his purity.
Ah, the
Yeah.
the gatekeeper nods. Strong and pure. I would settle for some kind of arm wrestling match between you and one of my guards, but I can see that you are strong.
Gord doesn't back down from a challenge.
One of the guards are gonna turn into bear
Yep.
form.
I'll do bear form.
Big bear.
All right, Curly's up here, just like, all right, good luck.
Curly, slow down.
Standing.
Curly, come on.
No, she's not going ahead. She's just waiting next to this guy on the other side, as if opposed to you all. Like, yeah, I'm with him.
Okay, so the being claps his hands, and part of the marble platform you are on rises up into a table big enough for you two to put your arms down on it. It's going to be an arm wrestling competition. So, I will just have you roll your raw strength versus his raw strength.
Okay.
You can spend an essence to increase your strength.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'm also the bloody-handed hunter. During the Siskar add purity renown to any attacks against an obstacle. So if I grab his hand with the intention of smashing it down really hard,
Well, he's
You
an
know what?
obstacle.
I'll allow
I'll
it.
allow it.
It's technically an obstacle.
it is technically an obstacle, and I'm using it to hit the table really hard.
You might want to. You can also use willpower. You have a bunch.
Yeah,
So just add
So-
9 more dice. Why not?
yeah. So strength 8. Then I use a willpower.
Damn.
So that adds 3 dice. So that's 11, and then I'm also using the purity, which is 3 right now. So 14. Am I missing anything else?
Oh, you are. You're currently in bearman form. If you're in war form,
No, I am in war form.
okay. Well, then you have 11 strength base.
Oh, 11 strength, so plus 6. So I'd be rolling 17 then.
Okay.
Damn.
The guard seems to sense your strength and seems to be putting in as much effort as they can. Okay. Oh,
Damn. Oh, that was close.
Oh.
Damn.
and then you smash his hand down into the table, and the Gishtar, the gatekeepers, you have beaten one of my guards in a feat of pure strength. You are welcome through my gate, sir.
Gord goes up to stand right beside.
Oh, and then Curly says, "Oh, I'll vouch for those 2 dogs there. They're good. They're the best boys."
Yeah, the best boys.
Zach just does like a come on gesture.
Gord moves over there to pet the doggos.
Yes, perfect. Got to be symmetrical here. All right, mages.
All right, you want impressive? I'll show you impressive. Give me 2
I'll
seconds.
show you my intent through firepower.
Swap. All right. Let's see if this goes off. Gord and Zach swap places.
Okay.
Hey, look, I did it. and Zach just starts walking.
But before you walk too far, you feel the immense armored gauntlet of the gatekeeper not touch you, but just get in between you and the gate. He just walks and goes, "Ah, you're clever. But tell me, what is your end goal use of the Sun Spirit's power or favor?"
I'm pretty sure we're gonna kill some vampires with it.
He seems to think on it and says, "And how have you judged the vampires worthy of execution by sun?"
I'm not sure if I'm not gonna be using it personally.
He seems to think on it.
So I'm not really sure if I'm qualified at a philosophical sense. All I know is there's some vampires killing people, and we gotta put a stop to that.
Okay,
He
Curly
thinks on
sees
it.
you struggling here and decides to come in on your behalf finally and says, "Okay, it may not look it, but this is actually a lawman here. He's dedicated his life to protecting and serving. He's done reasonably well for a mage in terms of his, detriments to society versus his health. I think he might actually deserve a chance to go through that there gate."
With you vouching for him and the explanation, he goes, "That is fine. Also, Gord, come back. You don't need to prove yourself again."
But you might want to.
Gord was thinking, maybe I'll arm wrestle both of them again at the same time.
So, Alexandra.
Okay, so remember how I mentioned that I cannibalized all those parts from inside of the car?
Yep.
All of the film equipment?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you could get bored here. And she offers what used to be a camera that's been mashed with a tablet and offers them access to multiple streaming services or whatever future equivalent there is.
Gishtar, looks at the device and starts a belly laugh. Wonderful. A gift. I shall accept it. You will have to tell. Will it survive the press of one of my fingers?
I would hope so.
He shows you his finger is
Oh,
he's 15 feet tall. This equipment, he
Okay.
might not be.
okay, 1 second. 1 second.
He'll use the tablet like a very small phone.
Why is this so tiny?
Where is it?
Well, I mean, you can hold it up with your trunk, actually, and just right in front of your eyes if you need to.
Okay. You make it strong, durable enough to survive.
Is that a paradox or no?
That is, I will roll.
It's a
the
chance die,
paradox.
Ooh,
No.
critical fumble. Something actually happens, but I don't know what, and it's not important.
Not important. Right? He gets it and he tries to use the controller, and then he realizes it's easiest to do with a trunk instead. And he says, "You shall pass. The Sun Tyrant. He he believes himself to be quite strong. He is nearly as strong as I am, but he lacks honor, integrity, and the good sense to not be so shiny. I shall open my gate, and you shall be able to go through. And once you are in his realm, and you wish to leave, knock on the door that you shall come out of in, and he gives you a distinctive pattern to knock. And I shall know it is you, and I shall open the gate up for you. Otherwise, you will have to travel through the spirit world wherever his domain is. And that's rather deep in the ethereal realm. A bit far from the spirit shallows than I'm sure you are used to. I'd like to save you the walking, Gishtar says.
That
We
is so
appreciate
nice.
that.
Thank you.
We appreciate that, Gishtar.
Gishtar goes towards the gate and says, and then yells in Hissel, so that's like spirit tongue, so only the weird creatures really understand it. And he starts effectively chanting at the gate. He's giving it coordinates, he's giving it an intent, and he speaks of your deeds. And the gate slowly but surely opens, and as it opens, you realize that it's more like the doors are melting into a swirling portal rather than the gates actually physically opening. Back in English, he points towards it. It is your fate to step through.
Zach just nods at him and starts walking. He pulls out a cigarette as he's walking by.
Oh, Curly needs to regain the one essence from her flaring renown. He's eating that whole time. She was basically just chowing on some human jerky. Not that you know that it's human jerky, but you might suspect.
At a certain point, it probably came up.
Most likely,
So-
yes.
So can I have some of that? And you're like, no.
For you, that would be cannibalism. For me, it's not exactly.
It's not cannibalism when I do it. No.
All right. To adventure through the portal. Whoosh.
Yes. Whoosh.
Thank you,
Diddle-dum,
Gishtar.
diddle-dum.
Gishtar sounds like he's gonna be a good friend
Oh,
for a
Jesus.
while. Whoa. Okay.
You're at the bottom. You step
Oh,
through.
boy.
You notice that firstly, everything is blindingly bright. It's gold and it's light, and you feel heat here. It's kind of uncomfortable. You see in two cages, beside the gigantic sparkling golden throne, there are it looks like silvery mountain cats, and beside the big throne seems to be some kind of tablet written in spirit language that it's a bit far away for you to see what exactly is on it. Sitting on the throne in the middle is a absolutely gigantic he's more like he's like 14 feet tall, like just pretty much a naked man, a naked androgynous person with spirit writing all over their chest and legs and crawling up their neck. And just looking at this person's really hard. They are radiating light. On each side, he has some kind of spear sun lion-esque thing, and he has some golden warriors standing to attention. The Sun Tyrant looks upon your group. He says, "Who dares enter my domain through a gate through the cosmic gate? You do not announce your name. You did not send a messenger. Who are you?"
I'm Curly. Sorry, we were on a tight schedule. I know, man, it's important. We just didn't have much time.
Well, Curly of... Ah, you are of Helios's kin.
Yep, sure am.
What has brought you here? I hope it is not to free these two other trespassers in my domain. He points toward... he kind of gestures his head towards the two moon spirits.
Not specifically.
Gord's kind of looking at them, wanting to know. Yeah, would I be able to just do an occult or spirits thing just to see if
Yep, intelligence and occult with specialization in spirits. Pretty much any occult check in here is going to involve spirits.
Nope, nothing.
Yeah, you're pretty sure they're moon spirits because you refer to them as moon spirits.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know much else,
Mm-hmm.
but you know it's probably bad if they're being put in cages.
Yeah.
Okay. So we kind of were just looking for a token of favor, a talent, maybe even a fetish for a short duration, if that wouldn't be too upsetting for you. We were kind of just hoping to get your help in eradicating some of the nastier vampires.
Roll a, I guess, persuasion plus presence
Persuasion plus presence.
as you're trying to very diplomatically state the exact truth of why you're here.
Oh yeah, and we are fully willing to commit to favors and bargains to achieve this goal. She adds, because I want my specialty bonus in barter.
Fair enough.
Oh no,
Oof.
only one.
Oof, better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
He goes, you seek a favor. I will overlook the transgression of asking me to be put into some kind of fetish, like some lower ranking spirit. You wish a favor? Well, you see, he seems to think on, and then goes, these two moon spirits, trespassers in my most glorious domain, claimed they were merely traveling on the great expedition, the great migration. But I know that they are some kind of spy sent by the moon clans. I would require you to get them to confess to the truth. And once you have secured their confession, then I would lend you either my own power or the power of one of my servants.
Oh, I could probably just read their minds for you if that would help.
And who might you be?
I am Zach Morgan of the Morgan Brothers. I don't have a clan or anything like that.
You are...
Maybe you
Not
saw his
of the s-
Netflix special.
Yeah, I was on Netflix a couple times.
He goes, you are not of the spirit world. I do not know you.
That's fine. Didn't expect it.
Do you want an autograph?
I think he's good, Gord. I think he's fine.
I do not require some signature, some affectation from.
Well, I don't know how
some
much you
lord.
talked to Gishtar, but he just got Netflix, so he might talk about this one, and you might regret not having that autograph.
Oh, do not mention Gishtar. Gishtar violates domains and realms with his cosmic gate, like it matters not whose domain that he stomps in.
Seems kinda
Gishtar
convenient, though.
has no Gishtar has no sense of how things should be proper. So, now, for the two people in the spirit world, for the two were creatures, getting to Moon Spirit, if you get the Moon Spirits to confess, this guy's probably gonna quote unquote kill them, render them dormant, and suck out all their energy,
Jesus.
Yikes.
and then
Yeah.
probably send them back out. The spirits don't really die, but they can be weakened.
Mhm.
So you're pretty sure that this guy, who's you can get his favor by doing that. You just know that you have to decide whether or not you would want to do that.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but as a bear, werebear, I'm part of the moon. Was
Yes.
part of the moon tribe one time.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
So where
So-
bears, and werewolves, and most of the others are part of the Luna looks after you, the moon.
Yes.
And
So,
where ravens and where dinosaurs and where nagas are the sun.
So I would not be all that. It would
No.
not be. I don't really want these guys to be drained.
No.
Zach asks a question. Sir, are those cages secure? How do the... I want to help, but I don't want to get too close if I feel I might be in danger.
Ha ha ha! In my domain, those cages are extensions of my will. They cannot be broken. Zach, you probably sense that they probably could be broken. He's just not going to admit it.
Sure. So, can you open them remotely, or like do you have to go up to it, open it?
He moves forward, and as he moves forward, the chair moves forward as well.
Neat.
And he says, "In my domain, I reign supreme."
Interesting. And Zach looks at the were creatures as he's smoking his cigarette, like, and kind of like
Curly-
does a nod, like, "What are we doing here?"
Curly looks back at Zach and says, seems to look at your cigarette and get an idea, and she's like, "Well, I smell more smoke than that cigarette should be putting off. If we could just go back through that portal and make sure you didn't set a fire now." And basically wants to take everyone back to the aviary to talk for a sec, not in front of this guy.
I guess. Yes, sir. Could you just a moment, please? And I guess if he lets us, everyone will go in. Zach will just put his head through.
He moves back. He's not going to stop you. He just says, "I see you wish to discuss my offer. Please do so, and come back with a gift worthy of being in my throne room."
So
Like,
Zach sticks most of his body back through, and like tightens it.
Okay.
Oh man, are they like little drawstrings?
Yeah, kind of. So
Okay.
Zach is still standing in the throne room, but he's also half in the aviary, kind of awkwardly
and-
through the wall.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah, it looks funny, but he seems fine.
Okay, Curly says, "There's no way that we're letting those two stay locked up, but I don't think attacking the Sun Spirit directly is the right move either."
You think
Okay.
can we take him?
Well, I think we could intimidate him.
Really, really?
I think we can. We flash the what's it called? Flash the bane that we have, and we start dictating some terms. We don't necessarily need hit. He said we don't need hit. He'll give us one of his servants. How powerful of a fetish are we wanting to make here?
I mean, we're talking about the two strongest, or three strongest if we want to go after all the leaders, vampires in all of Taxcal, maybe all of America. This is not a simple trifling matter. I think the bigger the spirit, the better, but I don't know if we could beat him in a fight, Bane, or not. If we got those moon spirits on our side, though, that'd be a help.
That'd
Yeah.
be easy.
Mhm.
get those on our side,
Well,
but we also
get them
have
out of
his
those
bane.
cages.
Yes,
We
I
do
could.
have his bane with us.
Zach
Okay.
just says, "Let me handle that."
Okay.
So,
Those are our moon spirits.
Zach,
I
would
mean,
you be
it's
able
just
to?
for downtime. You can tear through any sort of obstacle, including them cages.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself.
I think.
Okay.
I
We
think
could do
Gord
a
should.
synchronized thing with you two. Get those moon spirits free. Hold up the bane things and say, "Hey, guess what? You're a fetish.
I feel
It's
like
gonna be a month. It's gonna be fine."
I think Gord should be the one taking on the big man.
Gord's Gord's gonna square up to him. I have the bane.
Just,
So
just twirling the bane in your hand.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's our gift.
Yeah, that is what.
How's
we are
that
gonna...
feel for a macho move? That's a move right there.
Damn.
Where?
We walk in. We say, "Hey, we found a gift suitable for you."
Mhm.
And we just pull out them handcuffs. That's power move right there.
Alpha move.
I think that's a good way of initiating a combat. I'm
I mean,
not
it's
saying
also-
you wouldn't be justified. I'm just saying
Okay,
that's the
so
way of starting a combat.
I think I go walk up, try to do the intimidation thing, and then you two send the dogs, see if we could break through those.
No,
Get
really,
them on our side.
really, Gord. I got him. It's fine. You want those cats
No.
out? You got those cats out. It's fine.
You got the cats out?
I got the cats.
Who?
Okay.
Who?
Leonie's just standing there with her two dogs, just watching.
Oh, do we know? We also need to account for these. Look like, I think those are real snakes and other guards.
I don't think
Well,
those are
those-
real.
The
Well,
the snakes. Those are statues. They're
Okay.
golden statues.
Okay, well, the dogs could definitely help there, or just dealing with the other stuff.
All
And
right.
Leonie, you can turn one of those into a golem, can't you? One of the snake.
Technically, yes.
We got the dogs though.
Yes.
They're best boys.
They're the best boys.
All right, let's try it out. Let's see how this goes. I can always pop us out
We
if
call
it's,
this
if it's an
diplomacy
emergency.
from a position of power.
Wait, what was that?
Well, diplomacy works better from what they call in the biz a position of power.
Okay.
And that's what we're gonna establish.
So,
Everybody
Are
back
we-
into the portal.
yep, everyone back out. Okay. So Gord goes walking up to.
Alright, position yourselves. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
right there.
At the moment you have the bane, you walk out with the bane in hand. You before you even get quite there,
Okay.
the Sun King, the Sun Tyrant goes, "You assassins and assassins! They come at me with a bane."
No. Everybody calm down.
Meta-wise, you pretty much just you're like, hey, I want to negotiate like a used car with you. And then you just came back with like an AK. Let's continue this negotiation.
Listen.
It's fine.
Roll initiative.
You can talk on your turn though.
You can
Yeah.
talk on your turn.
It's probably not going to take us out of the initiative order, though.
No.
All right. Okay.
Hey.
What the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Hey, that means it's a bane. Hey, it's a bane.
It's a bane.
Hey, we did it. Teleporting
Good
lava
working.
wasn't a horrible idea after all. Oh, Frosty beat me out.
Okay, so
Should I also roll for the dogs?
they'll just go on yours,
Okay.
just to make it simple.
Oh, jeez, that was an awful
Uh-oh.
roll.
You're too caught up with how his
Oh.
reaction.
Don't worry, though. So Curly is going to use a little trick she learned in the last session called The Pack Triumphs Together.
Ooh.
So I'm going to take the roll on 12 So David's roll, and I'm going to just I'm going to bring that up to 20. So
Wait, how does that
he's
work?
acting at the same initiative as I am.
Oh, cool. Can you only do that to one person?
I can do that to as many people as I want to, but it's one essence each.
Okay, so not me because I'm close enough.
Yeah, you're almost there.
That's a
who
really
else?
good ability. That's super
Right?
cool.
It's so strong.
That's
I
very
love it.
strong. Damn.
That's
So
honor, bitch.
Hey, I wonder who the
All
24
about that
belongs
patch.
to. I wonder why anyone would have a fucking plus 24 to initiative in their domain.
I wonder who that is.
It's also kind of the combat training from the Sisker Da. I'm saying that's also why I can bring other people's initiatives up. I can make you ready.
Okay. And
Does that help with initiative or no?
No,
Oh, damn.
but that's my flavor.
Gotcha.
That's just my flavor, yo.
Leone's 18 and what was Zach? 19. Okay.
Good luck, Gord. He's gonna punch you fucking right in the face.
You got this.
So I've posted the initiatives.
Okay.
Yes.
The Sun Tyrant, so he said guards attack him. He brings a bane. And then the Sun Tyrant flies up about 20 feet, actually about 40 feet in the air. And then points towards, and then it seems like he doesn't want to interact with this bane. He's going to get other people to do that. So he's going to, let's see, roll 1d3.
How do you use a Bane? You need to just touch him, or is it a...
Okay, so,
I
as
should
you're
probably...
a rare creature, you would probably know this. A spirit voluntarily coming into contact with their bane must spend a willpower and succeed on a power/resist plus resistance roll with a dice penalty equal to their rank.
Ooh.
Banes are sold to spirits even when they're in twilight. Simply touching a bane causes a point of aggravated damage per turn.
Damn.
And if
So
you use it against as a weapon against the spirit suffers egg wounds.
Ooh.
Okay.
Punch him with
So,
it.
Fortunately,
Yeah, I'm gonna be punching him with it.
I don't know how to get him out of the air for you. So I'll leave that charge.
Gord can jump.
Yeah.
Gord can jump, yeah, shit.
Jump.
Now, he thinks he's safe 40 feet in the air. That's probably not the case. What he is going to do is everyone roll athletics plus dexterity as his luminosity increases very rapidly and he tries to blind the room.
Damn.
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 That is unlucky.
Give me 1 second. Character sheet, where you go?
Where you go, what you do. Gonna be blinding to you too.
It's fine.
Can the dogs be blinded?
I don't think so. They're golems.
Good.
They don't really get that kind of stuff, I don't think. They don't need to breathe either. Eat, that kind of stuff. It's like they're not real, but they are.
Deep.
It's so deep.
Super deep.
They're more real than they probably should be. For morality reasons.
Oh my god.
You should probably tell people about that.
No. I love it being a mystery that only I know.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
That's maybe accurate.
Okay.
Okay. So, Snake, you are blinded.
Great.
Everyone else, you managed to cover your eyes in time. Snake, you will be blinded until, well, I guess that it doesn't really give a resolution to the condition. You, I'm going to let you on your turn do a few rolls to see if you
Sure.
can power through. So, he floated in the air and tried to blind you. Gord, it's your turn.
So I say to him, Skianos, get down here. You're gonna let those spirits out, or three things are gonna happen to you. One, I hit you. Two, you hit the floor. Three, ambulance hit 60.
Fucking spirit ambulance. We will.
So,
Okay, here's a question. Can I assist his jump by, like, we're on the same initiative, to,
Yeah.
like, grab him by the shoulders and flap the wings? Curly's not strong at all, but she's got
no.
fucking wings, so...
I don't know how much assistance he would be. He's
Okay.
currently like a 1.5 ton, 16-foot tall
I mean,
bear.
he can shift reflexively. There's no limit on turns. He could turn into his smallest form, which is still pretty big. But... I don't know.
Yeah, Curly can try some other trick.
Okay.
Maybe not this one. So, Gord, if you're gonna try to jump, are you gonna get to its throne and then just jump off of it? Right up
Yeah.
at him? So, roll strength plus athletics. It should be 21 dice.
Okay, I'm also gonna use primal strength plus one essence per scene purity to strength.
I had assumed you were gonna use that. So
Okay, so yeah, so it's still just 11 then. Okay.
it's 21 dice. If you want to spend a willpower, go for it. It's gonna be an awesome cinematic kind of thing.
Okay, so 21 dice, and that'll be 24 with
24 dice.
Yeah. Am I getting? Is it going to be roll 9 again or anything like that?
Is athletics one of your
No, that's brawl. So when I actually hit him, never mind.
Oh no. You have professional training athletic. Actually, instead of getting 24 dice, you could actually spend a willpower and get a rote quality, where you reroll all of your failures once.
Sure.
So 21. So use the. So you can see at the very top all the formulas.
Mm-hmm.
Use the third one, rote again quality formula, and put 21 dice in there.
And
Damn.
Damn.
So, doom, 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 boom. You launch yourself up. The throne shakes as the forces exerted on it. Your presence is big. You fly up to him. Are you gonna try to grapple him and bring him down, or just hit him with the chain?
guys, do you think hitting him with the chain or grapple him and then
Like,
try to grapple him with the chain?
Uh,
I think I'm going to try to hit
Okay.
him with the chain.
yeah, knock
I
him to
love
the
the
ground.
idea of
Knock him to the floor.
handcuffing yourself to him as you're floating through the air, and now you're just stuck to him.
Seems hard though.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
would
I
say
think
just
I'm gonna-
punch him.
I'm going to hit him really hard with that chain.
okay, so it's weaponry plus strength, so that is 3 plus 11, so that is 14. Minus 12, so you have 2 dice currently.
I'm also hitting him with his.
With his bane, if you hit him, you're doing aggravated damage.
Okay. So
He just has a high defense. He's trying to actually wait. I'm gonna say his defense is halved because you're using his bane, and some of his defense is just like his spirit power that you just cut right through.
Mhm.
So, roll, I guess 14 dice minus 6, 8 dice.
And which one am I rolling? Am I rolling normal roll?
It would be 9 again rolls, I believe.
Okay. And you said 8 dice?
8 dice.
6 successes.
There it is.
Damn.
Okay, you hit it. Your chain wraps around his leg, and you just pull. You actually see like the spirit formation on his foot gets erased as you do 6 aggravated as you do actually 7 aggravated damage
Damn.
to him. And he just he screams in pain and rage, and you're pretty sure rational conversation is impossible at this point. Currently, it is your move.
Okay. Hurley uncorks the bottle on the spirit jar.
Get it ready.
I mean, it's not when he dies. We need to keep him alive for 4 rounds.
Fair.
But that certainly should help the aggravated damage and debuff associated with it.
So
Hurley is going to make sure that she is closest to him and nothing else. So she is flying up and near Gord. And while she's up there, she's just going to... so we do have our new guns or not?
We have what? Sorry?
Leonie, do we have our new guns or?
We do not yet.
Okay.
No.
Then she's just gonna blast the. lion
Its
below.
defense is 12.
Its defense is 12. Okay.
Including against
Even-
firearms, I assume?
Yep,
Yep.
including against firearms.
Yep, that's a
Well.
big spirit. Yep.
We just do the mental math here. So 13 minus
Chance
12.
dice. Yeah, no.
No, it's not a chance dice. It's a regular dice. Thank you.
Ooh.
And it's 9 again. Okay.
And you can spend a willpower to make it 4 dice.
That's a good idea. You have a lot of willpower.
Yeah.
You hit him!
Boom! You're almost all of your shotgun pellets melt, except one finds purchase. Dealing 4 lethal.
Damn.
And she's like, okay, we're instituting a new policy. Those of you who turn tail will be given the chance to put down 1 talon to forgive yourself of messing with this dickhead, and you'll be free to go. How's that sound?
You don't think? I mean, roll presence plus persuasion, but this is kind
I
of a
don't
hard crowd.
Yeah, it's not gonna work yet.
We'll just keep trying.
Mhm. When this guy's dead, yeah, it'll be working. Zach,
So
So-
Zach is very
We're-
upset. No, go on, Dave.
we're trying to put him into the spirit bottle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, we want the whole deal.
So is one of us saying, I wanna be the bear?
Oh, whenever was.
Was.
Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, I'd love to imagine a world where instead of putting them in fetishes, you just throw the bottle on the ground and say, "Go, Pikachu."
I mean, you could.
You're the Pokemon master here with your dogs and your golems.
Yeah. Golem was a Pokemon.
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
is true.
Zach,
So, Zach is pissed and stumbling, and then he looks up and activates his mind mage sight, and he can see every thinking thing in the room, and he's pissed. He drops his cigarette and points one hand at this and other hand at this to cast teleport twice. And he swaps the cat with that cat and this cat with that cat.
No one puts Kitty in the cage.
No one puts Kitty in a corner.
So is there any resistance?
Nope. No, withstood by nothing.
Well, you just totally messed up my turn.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to go first.
God damn it.
Yep. Sorry.
The Mooncat's incredibly pissed, but not at you.
Hmm.
So,
They have targets now.
and Mooncats go on 17. Okay.
I think Zach might actually be permanently blinded until he fixes it, so.
I think he actually
Yeah,
is.
honestly, I think that's what the real resolution of that is.
Because it's literally like you just looked at the sun
Yeah, yeah.
like-
That's
from like 50 feet away.
this is the brutality of World of Darkness.
Okay, so that was.
Oh, can
did
you roll
Zach
a
move?
No, can you roll a paradox?
Yep.
And that was mana. Fuck.
Ah.
Okay, I take a bashing.
Okay. I zeroed
Perma
two.
bashing. Semi perma bashing.
And
Curly can't turn
I don't.
it up.
Yeah, Curly can't target.
No, you can't.
Paradox.
No.
Bashing dice.
I'm stuck with that for 24 hours.
Okay, it's Leone.
Hmm.
There's some Golden Warrior folks.
Yeah, I might send the dogs one over to this guy and one over to this guy.
Okay. Okay, so your attack dice is double their retainer, which is 6, I believe. So you have 12 attack dice. Each one of these guys has 6 defense. So you have 6 dice.
All right. And this is just regular, no extras.
No,
Okay. So,
your constructs don't really have willpower.
dog.
Actually, do they have willpower?
I don't know. I don't think so. Nice. Good dog.
Okay, and I assume that's probably like a lethal 1 weapon. So
They're like claws and teeth.
or claws. Yeah, so one takes 2 lethal and one takes
Isn't
4
it?
lethal.
Yeah. Wait, wouldn't the first one be 2?
Yeah, 2
Oh,
lethal.
sorry. I
and
thought
then
you said 1. I'm sorry.
No worries. And okay, now the Mooncats. The Mooncats,
Go cats. Good dogs and cats. The best.
Cats and dogs working together. Mass hysteria.
Cats, dogs, bears, and crows.
okay, and these 2 cats grapple these 2.
Ah, fuck yeah.
Okay. It is now the gold lions. They scream in their cages. And the golden guards. Well, 2 of the guards are gonna try to break free. They
Damn.
both fail.
Sucks.
And 2 guards. What is your doggo's defense?
My doggo's defense is. Where did I write that down?
Do they have defense? They must have defense.
I only have the durability 4, 10 extra structure each, health 8 written down. Don't have a defense number.
I'm probably gonna say it's probably rank of retainer until we can find.
Yeah, it's probably less than that, but yeah.
What's the rank of retainer, just so I have it?
So 6.
6.
Okay.
So the guards are pulling out their weapons are of course pretty much flaming sword gold sun swords. And 1 guard, and then 2 guard. Okay. Best boy blue. I'm gonna do red and blue. Best boy blue. The sun sword actually does penetrate some of the armor, as it's hard enough to melt through. And one of the best boys takes 2 lethal.
Isn't that negated by the hardness or no?
No, through the
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. It's Sun Tyrant's turn. Sun Tyrant is really not happy right now. And is going to let's Oh. Okay. The entire air the heat coming off of him goes crazy powerful. Everyone here except for your dogs, because your dogs don't really worry about this. I need you to roll a stamina plus resolve plus your supernatural trait to try not to get fatigued as the heat floods over everything. Everyone does, however, take 2 points of lethal.
And I'm going to use a willpower on this one because clearly I can't be trusted.
So stamina plus resolve plus supernatural trait?
Yes.
Where's the supernatural trait? Sorry.
For
It's
you,
Primal
it
Urge.
should be Primal Urge.
What would it be
Okay.
for me?
Should be 1.
Gnosis.
It's on the right of all your skills. Under your auspices.
Primal Urge 2.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Oh, yours is 2? Good.
Primal Urge 2? Okay. Plus. Okay.
I am also going to use a willpower.
9 plus 6. 15 plus 2.
So
Okay.
So it's 2 lethal damage to everyone?
Everyone takes 2 lethal damage.
Okay. My baby mages, they take no damage.
Thank you.
oh, thank you.
We appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
As effectively it's pretty much like you're in an oven on full blast. Okay, all of you succeed in not getting fatigued. You guys still have a -1 on all physical rolls. In this
Okay.
heat.
Okay.
But
Well,
you
no,
guys
my one
prevented
die.
it from going straight to the worst penalties. So
My 1 attack die, no.
What a
Gord,
travesty.
it's your turn. You land on the chair. Do you jump again?
While I'm falling down, actually, would I just be able to grab him to...
Oh, and the
The
Sun
regular.
Tyrant, as he increases the heat, you notice that the bars on the cage start wavering.
Oh no.
So probably
Okay.
the next turn, the Sun Lions are out.
Okay, well, as I'm falling down, can I try to wrap the chain... Since I already hit him with the chain, can I wrap it down and drag him down with me?
Okay, roll a Strength plus Brawl.
Okay.
Minus -7, including his defense, and the -1.
Okay, and I'm gonna use the Killer Instinct because it's Brawl, so 8 again.
Yep. So you get 8 against.
Mm-hmm. So Strength plus Brawl plus what was the other thing? Sorry.
Strength plus Brawl -7.
Okay.
And so that's 14 -7.
Mm-hmm. Is 7. Oops.
Because you are grappling him with his bane, so
Yeah.
you're doing terrible things to him.
9
Damn.
successes.
Shit.
So what happens if we accidentally kill him? Because it looks like we're going to accidentally kill him.
If you accidentally kill him, I guess we can't bottle him. We'll just get a bunch of essence we can feast on.
Cool.
You pretty much you wrap the chain around his other leg, and then you just drag him into his throne. Luckily, most of that damage is lethal instead of egg, because it's 1 egg for the touch, but most of the damage is you slamming him
Oh, that's good.
into the throne.
So, can I try to intimidate him to surrender at this point?
Okay, so let me roll a strength plus intimidation, as you just literally pile drove him onto his throne,
Okay.
wrapping him in his bane.
And just normal die? Or normal roll?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try. So, yep, 8 successes.
Okay. You have, are you just remember?
So I say,
you pretty much-
remember what I said about I hit you and you hit the ground? Do you want to hit step 3?
Okay, he's gonna try to resist your intimidation. He's just struggling with the fact that you have his bane literally wrapped around his leg. And he just goes, "Fine! Fine, I'll be in your fetish. Just know that once my work is done, I will be here. And you must break the fetish so that I can return."
Yeah. Give it like a month or a year, or we'll put you back.
And know this, other spirits will know of your brazen tactics.
Isn't that a good thing?
Oh, they will. They'll know about our victory over you.
They'll know about you kidnapping moon spirits. Jerk.
So the court kind of stands down, and the 2 moon spirits both like give respectful, I guess, nods / pseudo bows to you guys because you did free them.
Oh, Curly says, "Oh, I'm real sorry about. I hope this doesn't put any bad blood between the Sun Courts and you." She gives her deepest bow thing. She does the like 1 arm swept in front as well as 1 wing swept in front. It's elegant as fuck.
And the moon spirits, effectively, none of the Sun Court stop the moon spirits, as they effectively turn into beams of light and fly out. Beams of moonlight. It takes a roughly like 6 more seconds as you just kind of, as like the wavering form of the Sun King just kind of just gets sucked into the jar.
Mhm.
Once it's fully sucked in, the jar seals itself, and your jar glows incredibly brightly. But the Sun Tyrant is in.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone could like come here and give me a shoulder. I can't see the ground. I can see you, but I can't see where I'm walking here, and I'm pretty sure there was a void around me somewhere.
So Gord will turn back into his human form and walk over to help Zach.
Thank you. I appreciate
Leone hands him a pair of sunglasses for aesthetic purposes.
it. What am I holding? Are these glasses? Fuck you. And he throws them.
Curly has already pocketed the obsidian chain just in case.
What,
She
do you
looks
wrap
at
it
the,
around the spirit jar?
Yeah,
Rude.
basically yes.
Seal the spirit jar with it?
I'm actually planning on having the Morningstar weapon include, or the Sun Spirit weapon include the handcuffs in it, in case it breaks and the spirit is free to have the Bane right fucking there.
That'd be really
It's
smart.
brilliant.
Also, Curly goes up to the remaining spirits and says that price is still 1 talon. Because I can get more jars, you know.
You know, we got those lions in those cages right there. They're not going anywhere.
Or I mean, at least state your case. This guy a big asshole?
No.
The Golden Warriors, they just say nothing, and you actually see the realm is starting to destabilize because you've literally taken the ruler of it. This place, you probably have to leave before it.
Yeah, let's go. I take in human form. I walk back to the door while holding
Yep.
Zach and do the knock that Gurhal showed us.
Yep. Gishtar.
Gishtar.
No worries.
Pretty close.
You knock, the portal opens, and you see a grinning Gishtar. I feel the change in the room already. Come in. Doors open.
Okay, walk through.
Curly stands in front of the door and she says, "Hey, price of admission. 1 talon. Come on now."
And you just see the golden one golden warrior. All they state is, "We are part of this realm. When he returns, we shall be here."
Okay. You two lions?
The lions say nothing. They just kind of stare at you hatefully.
Dang, apparently this guy was more well-liked than I thought.
But you literally walked into his inner circle
Yeah, I know, but
and
like,
just kind of like abducted him.
yeah, but still, I mean, all right, just
It's like, hey, Starbucks employees, I want a free coffee after I kidnapped your manager.
I mean,
They might do that though.
They might
Yeah.
go for that, yeah.
Yeah. And also, this guy was kidnapping moon spirits, and he was trying to make himself basically a king of the sun spirits. I don't feel like we did anything wrong here.
no. I mean, we
Plus,
probably could have done
Fitzgerald
that
even
more.
asked. Fitzgerald
okay.
or Fitzpatrick even said that he was going to be doing a Siskerda himself to deal with this guy. And Fitzpatrick is part of the Sun clan as well, or Sun tribe.
Mhm.
So we did not do anything that other people weren't going to be doing already.
Yeah.
Or anything bad.
These are all very good justifications, and the fact that we need so many of them really tells us that we did everything right. Okay. So they're all just going to stay in this collapsing realm and vanish into little bits.
Mhm.
When they said when he returns, they'll return as well.
Okay, then.
Sounds legit to me.
let's
I don't know what's
go-
going on.
Let's go craft this thing.
Yeah, can you take me to Mother Mercy? She might know somebody to like fix my eyes. I kind of need them for a lot of things. I know you guys are fine. I was watching, but yeah, it fucking hurt. I was looking right at him.
no.
I was looking directly at him when he said that.
What? Okay. Have you tried,
You
What's
guys
the
get
term?
cool
You
robotic
realize-
eyes now.
did you not wizard this shit? Just
I'm not
do
a
magic.
fucking life mage.
Find one.
I guess I could, but it'd be
Uh,
hard to use a
Do
phone.
you not have a mage friend? You can just phone up.
I
Beep, boop,
can't
beep,
see
beep.
the phone.
Leonie starts texting her boss, or her mentor.
Her mentor, Victor.
Yeah, Leonie texts Victor, like, do you know a life mage that's good with eyes?
And he goes, "How many eyes do you need?"
Leonie turns to Zach. She's like, do you want any more eyes?
No, I'm good.
Oh, if you
So
wanted a
cheap.
chance to change the color, this would be a great time, right? That's what all you mages are all about. Just change things for no reason. You want like some piercing blue ones or some beautiful hazel things. Just
Leonie gives him the
Pop right
finger
in.
and keeps texting.
all right. Think we can make our way out?
Yeah, you make your way out.
Who normally drives the van?
Great
Is it
question.
Zach?
I don't think anyone has drive.
I think I have 1 point of drive. Let me check. I have 1 point of drive, so Zach
Uh,
can drive.
Just
But
let
you
me-
can't drive.
Right.
Then you're driving,
I
and you
I have
have to
one
do
point
it.
also.
You have to be like, are there living things coming at me? I'm gonna do a calculation as to how fast they're coming at me, and if I can slow down.
Curly just says, "Hey, Gishtar, you know the way to the." Actually, I'll give you some more precise coordinates. It's on this street. It's the blah 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 blah. Can you just shoot your cannon right to the aviary? Is that an option?
I thought
Oh,
we
do you
had to
wish?
do-
Do you wish me to add your domain to my list of domains?
Is that a good idea?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Let's just go to the locust and the green temple, and we'll go back the normal way.
I can drive. It's fine.
So you so as you're actually you can only text your mentor once you're back in the real world.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
Cell towers.
kind of important.
you
Actually,
Where's the spirit
are-
of cell reception when you need one?
wait.
Uh,
Put your phone through the jacket and text.
so
Wait,
what
actually,
I want,
this whole
what
mission
I
is
actually
just
want
bringing-
to point out is there are actually werewolf cell phones that work in the
Oh.
spirit world. They're just the fetishes.
Of course.
Uh, okay. Also, this
But-
whole mission is just to bring Zach's jacket back because we could literally walk home right now.
Yeah, but the jacket's
Actually, the
important.
bird creatures might want to walk home and get started on the fetish.
So, effectively, I actually realized that a life mage, while they could repair your eyes, they'd have to let go of the spell to actually keep it that way.
Isn't there a lasting version? It's just like any kind of other heal. Because otherwise, that'd be really shitty healing if you always had to keep it.
Let me actually see because I remember in Mage they actually have like there's like a regenerate spell, but the effects end when the spell ends, and that's one of the ways that life mages can keep people dependent on them.
Hey, do you want to use my black market contacts to get you new eyes?
Cyber
Some
eyes.
cyber-
So that's what I was saying. Why not just have cyber eyes at this point?
Or you could probably go to the changelings, and they have a way of doing it.
Just
because
knit
werewolves
should be
werewolves don't really need that because they all eventually regenerate.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say,
I was
those
almost
two.
thinking, could we say that Curly has the ability to take the blindness, even though that's tilt and not just damage?
fine. But that would change the way it played out.
A little bit.
So
I'm pretty sure life mages, when they heal something, it stays healed. I'm pretty sure it's all lasting.
let's see.
Because that's how we played it out in the other game. And if healing for one turn only meant you were healed for one turn, like that'd be kind of awful. Compared, like a lot of
regeneration, life 4. Can regenerate lost organs, limbs, repair fired scar tissue, and restore function to dead tissues, provided the subject is still alive when the spell is cast. Can cure brain damage, infertility, and birth defects.
Oh, I'm looking at knit on level 3. Just
Ah.
basic healing, which also includes personal tilts. And it doesn't
okay.
mention it not staying.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so ending the tilt.
Okay, yeah. Knit, yeah, that would work.
That's like basic bitch life.
If you had completely lost your eyes,
Yes, that would be a little
regeneration.
different.
Yeah, it would have done
Or it could've made you
aggravated damage
cool
if
eyes.
you had. So I'm reading the tilt for blinded.
Mhm.
If an attack against the character's eyes does any points of damage, you mark an X under the leftmost health box. Blah blah blah. Basically, once you heal the health, the eyes come back, unless it's aggravated damage. But there was no damage, so
Right. It was just a blind.
okay. So effectively, you find a Victor says, "Oh, effectively Victor calls you, Leona." He goes, "So you said you only need 2 eyes? Is this like repairing eyes, or is this like adding eyes to the back of your head? Because I've tried that once. It is not as good as you think."
Repair.
Oh,
Hi, Victor.
oh, hi, Gord.
Leonie waves him away and walks a few feet.
I hope you're being quite friendly with Gord. Part of my research, I discovered he has fantastic hugs.
Hmm. Yes, of course.
Yes, but don't worry. Which one of you needs it?
Zach?
Okay, I will be over in an hour. I will repair Zach's weak eyes.
Leonie just kind of like shakes her head. Thanks.
Also, I do have to tell you something. I'll tell you when I get there.
Okay.
The phone goes silent as he just. In exactly an hour, Victor shows up. Already in your sanctum. He doesn't. He like. I guess he texts 1 minute before saying, "I will be there in 1 minute."
All the dogs turn to him.
And the dog turns like, "Oh, I see. What wonderful spell work." And I hope you did it in a way that your friends wouldn't disapprove of. Looks at Leon.
Leonie does nothing and says nothing and just continues to quietly repair the one dog.
And Curly says, "Oh, I disapprove of all magic. Don't you even worry about that."
Oh, that is a little bit odd, Victor says as he walks towards you. Because through the very magic you say you dislike, I have discovered that there's going to be a rather interesting visitor to the city. Coming in roughly a week.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say through this magic I healed Zach's eyes, and I was going to have to tell you that that isn't really a plus to me.
Oh,
Why do you hate me? Zach's like on the couch just kind of smoking, not really looking at anything, obviously, and he just looks directly at Curly like, why?
Oh, come on, it's banter, okay? It's banter. It's fun. I don't mean nothing by it.
Doesn't feel like banter.
Victor goes over to Zach and goes, "So I assume you want the normal human eyes."
Yeah, that'd be fine. I get blinded by a sun god or something, I don't really know. Then we put it on a bottle.
You really should wear sunglasses next time you deal with sun spirits.
I should just really not look directly at it, honestly.
That is actually probably the best advice. But he gives a small chuckle, and you actually it's a little bit odd. You don't act like you can hear the fabric of everything. You cannot see his mind.
He's protecting
He
his
evidently
mind.
has some kind of spell up to prevent mind reading.
Or he's a
that would
brainless
actually
robot.
trigger a clash of wills when I looked at him.
Okay. What does he need to roll?
Isn't that the Arcana plus
Gnosis?
Gnosis, yeah. And I get to try to do that too. 1 second. Oh. Yeah, I did not win that.
You just hear his voice as he comes towards you. And then goes, "Okay, for those in the back," he rubs his hands together. Everyone else can see he's waving his hands over Zach. He goes, "Tickety boo. You can now see."
Zach's like, I can see. Thank you.
Open your eyes. They're fine.
Magic. It's amazing.
And he goes, yes, there's a person visiting. It is, well, there's going to be a rather powerful military cyborg visiting. Which also means that I am a little bit. Even in my peaceful days, I have found that knowing what the military is doing is useful. I suspect that there might be a little bit of escalation in for the now government and the SAF government. So expect to see some sparring, maybe 1 or 2 missiles fired, and the buildup of cyborgs. And don't dismiss the cyborgs too much. Some of their technology is rather terrifying. So, good luck with your vampire war, and let me know if you need help.
And watch out for the real one.
Oh, yes, I'm sure that you must understand. Almost every real war corresponds or is influenced by a supernatural one. So keep a lookout. Victor just sort of he's trying to pull off a mysterious smile. Like he's just trying to be cryptic instead of just an asshole. And then he goes, you should make that sun weapon. I think it might be useful in the upcoming days. And Victor starts walking out.
Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it.
Oh, I got you, especially because you got her. And he points towards Leona, and he gives a thumb, like he snaps his fingers into a thumbs up. Smiles.
The Buddy Christ.
Yep, the Buddy Christ. And he says, "Yep, go on."
She mutters something about sunglasses.
Zach, you do notice that there are a pair of sunglasses on the table next to you.
Perfect. He pockets them.
And Victor actually he walks out to a window, and then the next moment he's gone. He starts going out of the window.
We should probably put some wards on this place or something. It's kind of easy for him to walk in and out.
I have a feeling it'll be easy for him to walk in and out even with the wards.
Victor's fine.
Well, if he can do what other people can do, it is my issue.
Yeah, but they're probably mages, and those are always the best.
That's
Don't
not
even worry
true.
about, is what Curly is saying as she's walking into the basement. Let's forge us a freaking sun weapon.
So what exactly do as the game's winding down, I would like to know, what do you want to focus on for next session? Do you want it to be like a gathering information on targets and maybe attempting an assassination of one of the vampire leaders?
That sounds good.
Mhm.
I think that's what we were planning was maybe a quick succession of assassinations.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because once we
just take
get
out all the leaders and try to intimidate the next in command, assume the power vacuum, and be benevolent. See how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see about that
Yes,
last
power
part.
vacuums
But
have never done well. Have always gone well.
Mm-hmm.
but if we can get enough intel, we can locate Scry and fuck him up really quick. We can just go boom, boom, boom. Especially if we have some extra mana on tap.
Yep.
Go for the good old scry and fry.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially if we have a sun weapon, whatever the fuck that's gonna be.
Yeah.
So I actually do need you guys to decide, what are you going to do with your rank 4 Sun Spirit?
I feel like a sword for Gord or something, or like a battle axe, or maybe a hammer. I don't know.
A Morning Star.
Or
Or,
a morning star.
Guys, hear me out. A
Mhm.
flashlight.
Is that too on the nose?
Oh my God! I'm just imagining from JoJo the guy, the lamps he has, like the UV lamps, just shoulder mounted.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh, right, part 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's on a 16-foot tall bear. Holy shit!
How would you roll to attack with it?
I turned the flashlight on.
Would it be firearms?
However,
close
if you really wanted, let's see, you could put it into a disco ball and make the obsidian chain what you
Oh, yeah.
You'll-
Hold
with
on
it.
to the discus ball.
It's the
Yeah.
ball and chain. Ball and
Yeah.
disco chain.
You could put it into a chainsaw and have Gord use the chainsaw. Like you guys need to decide
You could
how
just
I
you
mean,
do,
we could
you could do a
have like
whip.
a sun blaster and give it to the best shot in the party.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But I don't know if that's.
I don't.
as
I
fun as
have.
a morning
I
star.
don't want. Yeah. No, make it a whip, cause then you're the Castlevania.
Oh shit! You're right.
Cause it's the whole fucking point of that whip is to kill vampires. The lore on that whip is amazing. By the way,
I don't know it.
I'll tell you
What's
off
the whip called?
stream. Ah, fuck. What is that whip called?
I think that's its name. Oh fuck.
Whip. Whip of alchemy. Holy whip.
I
But
don't know.
more or less,
Vampire killer. The whip.
I don't think that one's accurate.
A little on the nuts.
no. But you guys need to think about what you're gonna do with your bottled sun spirit, so that I can try to figure out the mechanics for what it's actually gonna do.
Yeah. I guess we'll figure that out before next session.
Yep.
And we
Okay.
also need people to figure out, I guess, Q and I guess Gord. But if Gord's getting the sun whip, basically, it'll just be enhanced by Leonie.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure that out, I guess.
And I have a craft fetish as well.
So you can make it. Ding, ding.
All right. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.